Hello, welcome to this presentation to the parents and guardians of Year 8 pupils at Ysgol Cwmbronville. My name is Cedric Burden. I am one of the deputy head teachers in school. My areas of responsibility are the curriculum, assessment, examination, and a number of related items. This is the start of a 6-month process to enable your children to make effective choices for their studies next year. Now, schools haven't always asked children to choose subjects. It's something that started with the raising of school leaving age in 1972, but that had taken about 10 years to get to that point. Ever since, it's caused difficulties and concerns for schools, parents, and pupils themselves. However, the reason we persist is that we want to give the children the best opportunities in life. We want to ensure that they're committed to what they're learning. They put their time and energy in to get the very best that they can so that they're ready for later studies at college, in work, apprenticeships, university, etc., wherever they want to go. So this process is about getting children ready for life, equipped for life, and enjoying school as much as possible. So, Year 9. We're looking at a 3-year Key Stage 4, which means that the children have the maximum chance to get ready for those final qualifications. It means that each child can focus on the subjects that are going to particularly help them, and they're able to stop studying some subjects, continue with some, and start some new subjects. All this means that their workload is more manageable. Instead of studying some 17 subjects, they would be studying perhaps 9 or 10, leading to 9 to 13 qualifications, which is more than enough to follow any path in life, in academic life or in work life. Now, there are some compulsory subjects. So those that are compulsory you can see on the screen. English, Maths, Welsh, the Sciences and the Skills Challenge Certificate all lead to Level 2 qualifications, GCSEs or GCSE equivalents. And these are the ones that the government has chosen for all schools to take forward. In addition, there are a few areas, ethics, physical education and personal development, that we study with the children because they help the children to be rounded individuals, happy and ready to tackle the tough life ahead. Options. So, none of these options are needed to take English literature or separate sciences or Welsh. They're completely free choices. At the moment, I don't know which subjects will go into which pot. There will be between 10 and 15 subjects available for each choice. I'm going to ask the children what they want to do, and then I will arrange the subjects in those 3 groups so that as many children as possible get all 3 subjects that they want to follow. Of course, some of that will require some discussions with yourselves and possibly some compromise on my part. And for the youngsters, what I often find is through conversations, I find that although they've chosen 3 subjects, a different 3 will be better for them, or sometimes there's a bit of a clash, or we can delay studying a subject until A level. And therefore, through discussions, we do our very best to get every child to the point where they're happy with what they're wanting to do in the future. The big thing to say here is that almost all qualifications are Level 2, which is what the government expects 14 to 16-year-olds to be studying. Almost all of those are GCSEs, and when there are vocational subjects, such as sport, those are also level 2 qualifications from the WJC. So they are all high quality, highly valued qualifications that will help our pupils move on to the next step in life. This group of subjects will be familiar to most pupils in school. It's the list that they study currently, and they are able to choose 3 of these to continue with, or indeed there are some new subjects. These tend to be the vocational group of subjects that lead directly to an area of employment, engineering, for example. This first list is one where the qualifications are general and open up a number of careers. A number of careers can be followed from the vocational, but on the whole, they are aimed at preparation for specific areas of work. What happens next? We will be having a number of conversations over Teams, through videos, phone calls, and I hope live in school with children. It's starting now in January with this video and an assembly released to the Year 8 pupils. Then on the February 1st date, I'll be releasing my first survey and asking all the pupils to choose from a long list of 40 or 50 subjects, the 3 that they would like to carry on in September. Now, I won't hold them to that. It is a survey to help me put the subjects in groups. For example, children will often want to study drama and music. And if I find that to be the case, then, as normal, I will put drama and music in separate columns, separate option choice groups. After that, I will then attempt to put the subjects together in 3 groups. Some subjects, such as history and art, often appear in more than one group. History, in the last few years, has appeared in all 3 groups because the number of children taking it and their different combinations means that I need to put on 3 classes. I will then release those option groups, those option columns, to pupils in another survey to check for changing opinions and to check to see if children, as much as possible, can get the subjects that they want. Following that, my third step will be probably to adjust those option columns a little bit because I've maybe had some extra information in and I've talked with a couple of children, and I will then put those option groups out for a second time and ask the children what they think of those groups. Can they choose their subjects? Next, we come to Parents' Evening. Now, at the moment, that's scheduled for the week beginning the 16th of March, and we intend, again, a video evening, probably 2 evenings as we've run with other year groups. And that will be an opportunity for you and your children to speak with subject teachers and to check that the choices are good ones, that success is going to follow the study. After the Parents' Evening, I will then ask for final choices, and that'll be at about the April mark. April and May I will use to collect final choices from each pupil and then interview each pupil just to check that they're not picking just because a friend does, or that they are thinking of a particular career and the options won't help them. So we'll go through that interviewing process to check that the options are sensible. Following that, we will have one last step. So, unfortunately, Year 7 was disrupted, Year 8 has been disrupted, and of course, we're talking about quite young pupils. So, experience has shown that the vast majority of pupils settle very quickly to the subjects that they want to follow. But there might be some who change their minds, who learn a little bit more about the courses that they're studying. So there will be opportunities in September. Although it's a 3-year course, we can look at September to December just to check for pupils who need to change. I won't be changing the vast majority of pupils, but there will be children, I'm sure, who will need to talk through their options and check what they want to do. So finally, for this presentation, thank you for spending the time with me. Can I invite you, if you have questions, to either ring or email to school, and I'm very happy to help you through with any information. You will also find on the school website a page of information where you will be able to see options videos, the option book, some further information on the assembly that the children are having. This video, a number of pieces of information will be available to you there. I wish you good health and all the very best, and I hope to speak with you soon. Thank you.